Hey everybody. Alright, so what we're looking at here is Mayflower 680 and Mayflower 560, which are a wheel balancing machine and a tire changing machine. This is how they came packaged. Not too bad. It's pretty thin, but it seems to have done the job. The only problem is on the bottom here, which I think a lot of that honestly is just bad forklift driving. But anyways, so I mean, and it's only obviously temporary just to get it to your house and all that good stuff. But packaging, like I said, it's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. So let me get these things off the trailer and in the shop and get them unboxed, and I'll turn this back on. All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, so I got the one, well, unboxed, the balancer, and I have the tire changer over here off the trailer. Just wanted to turn this on real quick. Trying to figure out how to get rid of the glare here. I'm sure you guys would figure it out, but if I can save you a minute or two of your time, it's got these little tabs on here that they just bent, and they're obviously down at the bottom as well. I started taking the tabs off the side, opening them up on this one, and then I realized if I just take those tabs off the bottom, I can pick the whole thing up and slide it right off. So like I said, I broke the one side off here, opened the tabs up, got it off, started doing this side, and then again it dawned on me, hey, just get the ones at the bottom and you're good. So again, like I said, just wanted to throw that in there for what it's worth. Hopefully it helps you out a little bit, and let me get this other one unboxed and put them kind of where I'm going to put them, and then I'll turn this back on. Alright, so there is the second machine, the tire changer. As you can see, it's in pieces, so they have the accessory box over here, and then the arm and all that stuff is right there, and they had it zip tied to the big machine, and then they got something else zip tied to that. So that's actually one of the heavier parts. If you're moving these machines or getting them by yourself, I would suggest getting some help, because it's a little tough doing it by yourself. I mean, obviously I'm doing it and it's getting done, but I would definitely recruit a buddy or so. Anyway, so let me go ahead and finish setting these things up and kind of get them placed a little bit better, and I will turn this thing back on. Okay, so I got them in where they're going to live and pretty much assembled. Well, not pretty much, they are assembled. I went ahead and just ran some PVC and connected it here as far as the air goes. So just put a quick coupler here. And as far as the electric goes, I'm just going to run an extension cord right now because I really want to try these guys out. I still have to get this calibrated. Looking at the directions, I guess I need a 15-inch wheel steel. I think it said about 7 inches, 6-7 inches. So I believe there's 7.5 on the El Camino. So I think what I'm going to do, I hate to do it, but I think I'm going to pull one of the wheels off the Camino and use it to try to get this thing calibrated. Then after that, I am going to bring the Mustang in here, which I just went ahead and rebuilt the front end on it. I should have made a video, but I didn't. I got to take it in and get it aligned, but before I do that, I wanted to put some new tires on it. So anyways, let me see if I can get this machine calibrated and then get a tire off the Mustang, and we'll see how these machines work. Alright, I'll turn it back on in just a little bit. Okay, well, I tried to calibrate this machine here, and I'm not sure. I mean, I followed the directions. They're not very good, so hopefully I followed them correctly. But like I said, I'm not sure, because the weight that I had on the El Camino is different than the weight that this machine is calling for. So, I mean, granted, I may have had a little vibration, so maybe this one's correct and maybe they were wrong at the tire shop. I don't know. But what I'm going to do is, I got the tire off the Mustang here. I'm going to go ahead and put it on this guy, see how it works, and then put it on there, get it balanced according to that machine, and then probably just do like an update after I drive it around a little bit and see how it reacts. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Let me, I just kind of fiddled with this machine a little bit just to try the bead breaker, but I don't know how I'm going to be able to do this one-handed, so let me see what I can figure out here. Bear with me. Alright, so, like I said, I did try the bead breaker part of it, but that's all that I've tried. So, trying to slide this in here with my knees. So, alright, so, looks like that's right on the bead, or where I want to break it, and it looks like it's on the back. Alright, so keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully things go well here. Well, that looks like that worked. And I wasn't even holding on to it. So that might be a good thing. Alright, did it come all the way around? Let's do it one more time right here. You know what? It did. Okay. Alright, let me pull it out. Flip it around the other way. Boy, if I can do this one-handed, I might have a career in this. Alright, so here we go. And looks a little close. Let's try it right there. Okay, here we go again. Let's see what happens. Alright, that side, that one didn't work, but let's try it again. Looks like it got it pretty darn close. Couldn't possibly have anything to do with the fact that I'm doing this one-handed and with my knees. I doubt it. Alright, let's try that, see what happens. That, no, I was going to say it went, but it looks like it popped back on. Well, let me try getting a little bit closer right there, see what happens this time. I think it might have went that time. Yeah, there we go. Alright, let me turn this off for a second. I'll get it situated up on here and I'll turn it back on. Alright, so it's on there. I'm trying to make this as informative as possible. So, and this is totally new to me. The only thing I did was try the bead breaker. I haven't tried the little claws that grab the tire. Haven't tried any of that other stuff. So you're experiencing it as I experience it. So as you can see, there's the little things down there, the claws that actually grab onto the wheel. Looking at the diagram here, I'm assuming it's the middle pedal that does that. So let's find out. Oh yeah, I guess I'd have to hook it up. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I haven't plugged the electric in yet, but I guess that works on air. Okay. So that feels tight. Okay, one more time. I'm going to turn this off. Let me plug it in electrically, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so just for safety, I set this guy down in there, and I took my bar, stuck it in there, tapped it for just a second just to get it caught on here. So now, again, that's as far as I've gone with it. I haven't gone any farther, so I don't know, like I said, how it's going to work other than it just bit this little bit right here so it can start taking it off. So here we go. Let's see how it works. Well, that seemed to work pretty good. I didn't hear the motor bog down or anything, so I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Let's see. I guess I can give it a whirl. You know what? Let me just turn this off one more time. I'll be right back. Alright, so again, got it caught in there. Went a little farther than I wanted to, but seems like it's going to go just as well. But like I said, I haven't done it yet, so let's find out. And there it is. Yeah, that actually works pretty good. So now just pull this guy, and that should get that up. Slide it out of the way here. We'll take the tire with it. Throw the tire off to the side. So we got our rim. I'll go ahead and clean it up a little bit, and then I'll get the new tire and we'll see what happens. I'll turn it back on in just a minute. Alright, so here we are with the new tire. Again, I'm going to see if I can do this one-handed. Try to hold it here and start this thing spinning and see what happens. And that went very easy. Very, very easy. Alright, let's see if we can manage that again. Alright, again, one-handed here, so I'm not making any promises. Wow. Okay, yeah, so like I said, that you just saw first time just like me. That went pretty darn easy. I didn't hear it bog down or anything. So again, let me just pull the handle here, get that out of the way. And then let's see, press on this middle one here. That should take the retractor out. I know everybody's got their own little methods for putting these things on the bead. I had a really old-fashioned tire machine that actually had a cone that held it down in the center prior to this, and I was always told with that machine to release that center cone when you're trying to pop the bead. I guess because the tire was actually sitting on the bottom touching, I don't know, I was told to always release it. So anyways, I'm going to do that now with this new machine. Again, I'm sure everybody's got their own little ideas and theories, so but this machine does come with this little guy as well. Again, I haven't used it, so you're experiencing it live with me. So we'll clip that on, squeeze this, see if anything happens. Okay, I think I'm going to have to turn this off and just try to manipulate that tire a little bit, but I will turn it on in just a minute. Okay, so I did get it on the bead. Actually, it wasn't a big deal. It was just something I couldn't really do with one hand. I just had to slide the rim back and forth in there, try to push it down as best I could, and it really wasn't a big deal. They do sell these with the bead blast, but this one does not have it, and I know they sell those little tanks. I watched a few other videos online, and everybody kind of seemed to say the same thing. Very seldom do you run across something that you really have a hard time getting back on the bead. And like I said, I did have a tire machine before this, an old one, so I kind of know from my own experience. The bead blast, yeah, you know, occasionally you do need it, but not all the time. So I may just buy one of those little air bomb canisters, whatever the heck they are, the bead blast canister bomb things, whatever they're called. May just buy one of those, but like I said, for right now, got it on there. I'm going to put it on the machine, on the balancer. Once I get it hooked up on there, I will turn it on so you guys can kind of see what I was seeing. Like I said, the plan is just to go ahead and balance it according to that machine, put it on the car, and then do some real world testing with it and see how it is. Again, I'm going to go ahead and do an update when I do that, and I'll tell you, hey, yeah, I think it's good, not good, whatever the case may be. But let me get this on the wheel balancer, and I'll turn it right back on. Okay, the tire is on there. I'm going to show you this real quick because it took me a little bit to get it on there. And I don't know if maybe that's even part of the problem I'm having. But as you can see, there's different ways to put it. Just this guy with the lock collar, because that's already on the machine, this piece. And then depending It could be the cone on the inside rather than the cone on the outside, along with this little bowl, and then the lock, which is the way I have it now. And then I guess there's even a third option depending how it fits, with this little thing behind it right here. But I haven't messed with that yet. So anyways, I've got it set up to this one here with the cone. There we go. So let's see what happens. Oh, and I'm going to have to turn this back on. I got to connect my extension cord. One sec. Okay, so I thought I had hit record. I guess not. So this is what happened when I thought I was recording. Okay, so when you flip the machine on, this panel comes up as zeros. You go over here, and this is the distance, which you measure with this gauge here, just to the inside of the rim, like so. And I called it 80, so you just up and down until you get 80 on here, and then you go to the width of the rim, which they give you this giant caliper here, and it came up as 7.5. Obviously I had to open it up larger to get it out, that's why I got a crazy measurement there. So then you just use the up and down buttons to hit it to 7.5, and then this is the diameter, or the rim size. So as soon as I hit up, it was on 15 instantly, which is what size this tire is. And then I hit start, it ran around, and it says I need 0.50 on both the inside and the outside. And they've got this C button, which if you want to change it into grams, I guess that is, I'm not even sure, but anyways, but you can change it that way as well. So I do have a pack of wheel weights here that I bought, which probably will be what I need. Let me check real quick here. There we go. Now that they're all out of the box, I can actually see what it says on it. 1/4 ounce. Okay, so 2 of those on the inside and 2 of those on the outside should do it. Let me turn this off, cut these off, stick them on the wheel, and then I will turn it back on and we'll check it again. Alright, so I got these 2 or 4 cut off, which should be on the inside and the outside. Not 100% sure if this is going to work, but what I'm going to do is put these way towards the inside of the wheel, and then these kind of on the outer side of the wheel here. And then we'll try it and see what happens. I'm going to spray a little bit of carb cleaner, or maybe might have some paint thinner too, or lacquer cleaner, something. I'm going to get something to kind of clean up the inside of that rim. Probably just going to use carb cleaner, to be honest. Clean that wherever I need to stick it, and then we'll see what happens. So what you do is you spin the tire until those little bars, oh, there we go. So that means at the 12 o'clock position on the outside, I'm going to put that 0.50 weight. So let me turn this off, clean that spot, put it on there, and then I'll turn it back on and we'll do the other one. Okay? 1 second. Alright, so I got that weight on there. Now I'm going to spin it again, and then with that other side on the left there, that should do the same thing. We should get a full bar there at some point in time. I'm going really slow because I don't want to miss it, but I guess I could go a little faster. Oop. So right there. Alright, again, I'm going to turn it off, clean that spot, put that weight on, and then I'm going to turn it back and we're going to see what we get. Alright, it's on there, so, or at least I think it's on there. We'll find out how good they stick. So let me hit start again. So it's saying I need a quarter more. Alright, let me put another one of these on each of those, well, I don't know about each of those spots, but wherever it's calling for. And then I will turn it back on and we'll try it again. Okay, so I got the extra weights on there. They were really very close. The one, actually, I just butted it up against the other two, the ones on the outside. The one on the inside, actually it's right there. As you can see, it's not that far off from the other two, so let's hit start and see what happens. Okay, so it's saying another quarter still. Again, I was a little apprehensive at the very beginning, as you remember, just saying, I don't know, just didn't seem quite right. You know what, so I think for right now, I think I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to do the other tires, put them on the car, see how they work. I'm going to go through these directions a little bit more. Maybe even call the company, see if I can get a better understanding of how to calibrate this thing. And like I said, I will post something in another video just as an update to let you guys know how the wheel balancer worked, whatever the case may be, if I have issues with it, whatever happens. But the tire machine is awesome. I love it. So the balancer, I think, might take a little bit of work. Could be operator error, I don't know. So let me mess around with it and, like I said, do a little more research, get everything figured out. But I will post another video on that down the road just to let you guys know. But again, totally happy with the tire changer. As you can see, the WD is sitting there. It does come with a nice little container here on the side. I work outside in a garage that's not heated, and it's been getting cold here, so I don't want to fill that with soapy water. It'll probably freeze and break the container. So I use WD-40. I have for a long, long time. Like I said, I had another tire machine, so I've done quite a few tires in my lifetime. And I haven't had any issues with WD, so that's what I use. Again, probably people out there that don't agree, but again, that's what I've used, and I haven't had any issues. So I'm going to call this video done. Again, the tire changer, Mayflower, definitely gets a thumbs up, and I'm very happy with it. Again, I'm not going to say I'm unhappy with the wheel balancer because it could just be something that I'm doing. So like I said, I'm going to go through the directions again. Actually, when I had the Camino wheel on there, it didn't seem, I don't know, it looked like it was wobbling a lot, so maybe I didn't have it centered or seated or something like that. So like I said, let me mess around with this machine a little bit and see what I can figure out, and then again, I'll post an update. So thank you guys for watching. Hope it was semi-helpful. I know I bounced around a lot. I apologize, but again, at least you got to see the one working. As you can see, it works really well. So again, I will post something on this wheel balancer after I get figured out if it's my fault that it's not working right or what's going on with it. But again, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.